Hello everybody, it's Brendan back with another video, and in this one I'm still in Bali. Now I know I usually am in a new location every time I shoot a new video because I'm moving around constantly. Well, it just so happens that I have fallen in love with Bali and I'll probably be here for a good amount of time. And if you want a place with a ton of cool things to see and beautiful, friendly people to socialize with and lots of sights and attractions, Bali is one of the best places in the world to go to. And if you want to see a picture of one monkey picking another monkey's butt, then take a look at this picture. But all jokes aside, here is where I'm staying at right now. This location costs me about $30 per night, and you can't see the room, but the room is beautiful too. And it's right on Main Street, which is like Monkey Forest Road. So literally there are monkeys just like these two ones here, crawling all over the place, annoying tourists, getting up to all kinds of shenanigans, and stealing things if you're not careful. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you the exact business model that I use to make around $350 per day. Then I'm going to share with you a case study where I actually take action and go through the process that I use to make this money, and I'm going to be sharing the results with everybody, as well as sharing the new course that I just created, which is going to show you step by step how to do all this stuff, and it's currently less than $10 to buy. So to start off with here, my business model is fairly simple, but there are some complicated moving parts. So I'm going to give you the overview here, and then we're going to go through the case study that I'm currently working on. So the first step of my business model is what's known as a lead capture page. So that's a page that's purely designed just to convert as many visitors as possible into subscribers. So what you're really trying to do at this part of the business model is get as many email addresses as possible. Now, usually when people start out with lead capture pages, they get like a 20% conversion rate. And that is honestly terrible. If you only get to 20%, 25%, it's going to be almost impossible for you to make money because such a small amount of your traffic is going to be worth anything, because if they don't subscribe, your visitors are gone forever. So you really want to keep working on a lead capture page until you get to the point where you can get around a 50% conversion rate. I just created a brand new lead capture page. This one isn't it. I'm going to be sharing my new lead capture page later on in the case study part of this video. So after people subscribe on the lead capture page, they're redirected. Now, what most people do is they get people to submit their email address and then they give them a freebie, or they send them to a freebie. Now, I don't really like sending traffic to freebies for two reasons. First of all, when you send traffic to a freebie, the first problem with that is that you're conditioning your list to expect free. So when you gather an email list and you bribe them to get something for free, those people are subscribing to get stuff for free. They're more likely to be freebie seekers, obviously, which means that when you do promotions, you're not going to have the right type of people that are interested in buying things. You're going to have way more people that don't want anything to do with anything that costs money. So what I like to do instead is redirect people to an offer. Now, the second benefit is that when you send people to an offer, you can actually make money. Whereas when you send people to a freebie, by definition, you're not going to make any money from it. So what I will do is after people subscribe, I'll redirect them to an instant offer. And for my new funnel that I'm creating in the case study, my new offer is going to be my current course, which has been optimized to be used as an instant offer. And I'm going to talk about this in a second, okay? After people get redirected and sent to my instant offer page, they are still sent a welcome message from me from my autoresponder. Now, my autoresponder service is Aweber, and that's the one that I highly recommend. The other great option is GetResponse. Both of them are equally awesome and powerful. Just the important thing is that you have an autoresponder of some sort. Now, what an autoresponder is going to do for you is it's going to automatically send out emails that you've created in your autoresponder, and it's going to send them out on autopilot for every single new person that subscribes to your lead capture page. Now, the obvious benefit of this is that if you bought traffic and you sent it directly to a sales page, you might make some sales, but it would be really hard to turn a significant number of those visitors into sales because you're dealing with what's known as cold traffic. Traffic that you get for the first time is really hard to convert into sales, right? But when you capture the email address, you're going to be able to send emails automatically over time. And when you have an autoresponder service like Aweber or GetResponse, it's going to send out these emails on autopilot once they're set up. So once they're set up, this business model takes almost no time on your end, which is why I call it the 0-hour workdays, because once it's set up, it really doesn't take you very much or lots of days, no time whatsoever, okay? So you capture their email address, you send emails over time, and by communicating with people over time, you're giving yourself many, many, many opportunities to make a sale instead of one opportunity to make a sale. Plus, your traffic's going to become more responsive and more likely to buy things on top of it. So the old way of just getting traffic and sending it to affiliate offers is not nearly as lucrative as capturing email addresses and sending people offers over time. So that's basically the business model, where you have the page that's designed to capture emails. You have the instant offer where you're going to make some money back right away and make sure that you're conditioning your list to actually expect offers and not expect to get things for free all the time. And then finally, you're going to be sending emails over time to each and every new subscriber that you get into your funnel. Okay, so that's my overview to my $350 per day business. Now I want to talk about the case study that I'm creating. Okay, so for the course 0-hour workdays, where I teach all of this stuff in more detail, and I highly encourage everybody to get your hands on this. Right now there's 8 hours until this launches, and I've got a lot of people on board promoting this, and I'm really excited to be a part of my first and probably only major product launch, because I'm not the type of marketer that creates a bunch of different products and a bunch of different topics. There's lots of guys on Warrior Plus and JVZoo. They're creating products like every month. To me, that's not fair to the consumer. That's not fair to your followers, because if you're creating courses every single month, you probably aren't an expert on all those topics. You probably are just looking to make money from people. So with 0-hour workdays, this is going to be my mainstream product that I'm going to be having around, and I'm going to be updating basically forever, for a very, very long time. So this is going to be very relevant, useful, up-to-date, awesome information, exactly what I use to make my current income stream, right? So with 0-hour workdays, inside this course, I'm conducting a case study. I'm also going to be sharing it with my YouTube followers, which is what you're watching right now. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take action based on what I train in this course, and I'm going to be sharing with everybody the actions that I take and the results that I get from those actions. So first of all, what I did and what I teach in the course is to buy traffic, and I buy traffic from Facebook through solo ads. And I teach this in the course as well, but basically you go to solo ads on Facebook and you buy traffic from the right people for the right price, and I show you guys how to do that. And then once you get those people to buy from, and currently these are all the people that I bought from in the last 24 hours. I literally just purchased like 3,000 clicks. So I bought 3,000 visitors worth of traffic from all of these different sellers. One person accidentally sent a little bit early, which is giving me some early results, but so far it's looking good, so I'm happy with that. But basically, I'm going to be getting 3,000 clicks worth of traffic to my new lead capture page. I'm going to be testing what my conversion rate is on my new lead capture page. I'm also going to be testing how many sales I get from each person, and I'm also going to be testing whether people are engaging after they subscribe, and I'm going to be sharing all of the results with everybody, the amount of money that I've spent and the amount of money that I made in the process. So this is my new lead capture page that I'm going to use for this case study. So what I'm doing here is I'm telling people that I'm going to show them how I make $350 per day, and then I tell them to click on this button to get started. Now you may be thinking, Brendan, you have nowhere to enter your email. How are you going to collect email addresses? Well, what I'm doing here is what's known as double opt-in. Now the way that it works is that people click the button first, And then after they click the button, then I give them the form where they enter their name and email address and continue. Now, the reason why marketers are using this as a strategy, what's known as double opt-in, is because it's taking advantage of a strategy known as micro commitments. Now, the way a micro commitment works is it's getting people to make a smaller commitment first that they're more likely to make, and then once they've made that smaller commitment, they become really likely to continue because in their mind, they're already committing to that path. Okay, so instead of getting people to subscribe right away, which a lot of people are going to be pessimistic and cautious and reluctant to do, you're just getting people to click on the button, which is a lot easier for people to do. After they've clicked on the button, most people decide just to continue by entering their name and email and moving forward by opting in. After they've opted in to your lead capture page, so they've entered their name, they've entered their email, and they click here to continue, this is where I'm going to redirect them in the case study to 0-hour workdays while also connecting each new subscriber to my Aweber autoresponder series. So every single person that I get to subscribe to my lead capture page is going to visit my sales page and is also going to be connected into my autoresponder series so I can make money in multiple different ways. I'm going to be testing traffic from a bunch of different sellers here. Like I said, I've purchased around 3,000 clicks. I might still purchase more. After I've been delivered all this traffic from all these different sellers, we're going to take a look at the results together, whether it's good or whether it's bad. Everybody's going to learn exactly how it turned out, and I'm doing this for two reasons. First of all, I'm doing this to prove that my business model does in fact work and that you can easily make money with the training that I show you in 0-hour workdays. And secondly, I actually want to show you which sellers are delivering good results so that you can actually spend your money the most effectively and the most wisely by buying traffic from people that are actually delivering the goods. 0-hour workdays is probably available to you right now, as long as you're not watching this video right when it gets published to YouTube, because as of right now, it's going to be available in 7 hours. But if you're watching this after I've published it to YouTube, then it's probably available at this very moment, okay? Now, while this product is launching, I'm going to launch it for less than $10. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I want to make this course available to as many people as possible so that everybody has the exact same advantages to learn my system and actually take action and get results from it. As for the rest of the case study, I'm just going to wait to get my results from all of my different solo sellers. Once everybody's delivered their traffic, I'm going to be sharing the results with everybody to see on my YouTube channel and in 0-hour workdays itself. What I would like from you is if you can please let me know with your feedback what you think of this video, what you'd like to see in 0-hour workdays, and whether you like this business model or not. I use your feedback to decide what I should create in the future. So if you like this video, give it a like. If you dislike the video, give it a dislike. And if you haven't already done so, then subscribe to my YouTube channel to get more awesome videos like this one.